Suddenly, she stumbled as the trawler engines roared into life, and the little boat arched dangerously, spinning about 180 degrees. "What the hell?" Jay shouted, trying to steady himself along with Amber nearby. "Where's Ram?" she snapped, realizing Ram was no longer there. Jay and Amber rushed to the upper deck bridge on the helm, where Ram stood like a man possessed, turning the wheel, his teeth gritted in determination. "Ram! What are you doing?" Jay shouted. "Saving us!" Ram called out. "We're going back!" "Turn the engines off!" Amber roared, aware that the precious little fuel they had was being used up. She reached out for the ignition key, but Ram pushed her away and continued clutching the wheel tightly. The trawler banked on a steep angle, causing all the others on board to scream in mounting panic, wondering just what was going on. The horizon tilting, Ram spinning the wheel, cackling crazily. Jay and Amber grabbed Ram, forcibly removing his hands from the wheel, yanking him away. Amber corrected the helm. The trawler boat gradually rightened itself level. "Witch!" Ram hissed at Amber. "Don't you see? A few more days of this and we'll all be hanging out with the angels." "In your case, Ram, I think you have an appointment with the devil," Amber said. Ram glared defiantly at her. "We should have gone back to the city when I said. Now we're doomed. We're all gonna die, and you know something, Amber. It's all your fault." Amber stood at the front of the little trawler, staring up in wonder at the stars that twinkled above her. It was a magical night. There was a sense of peace. Even the ocean was calm, as smooth as glass, barely a ripple all around, as the waves gently lapped the side of the boat. The crescent moon shining down brightly, reflecting on the water's surface. They had come so far, Amber reflected. Back in the city, in the days after the virus, Amber and the others had fought so hard to bring order, to create a new society, and to overcome many challenging obstacles, from Zoot and his locos, to the religious fanatics of the Chosen, to the invasion of the Technos. And now, stuck out here, stranded on a boat, it just didn't seem fair. They had all given so much effort. They had tried so hard. But life wasn't always fair, Amber knew. Were they drifting to their doom, like Ram said? And if so, was she responsible? "Can't sleep?" Jay spoke quietly as he walked up and stood beside Amber. "No." "Lex snoring?" "I wish. I thought it was bad when we lived in the mall," Amber reflected, thinking of Lex's snoring, which was indeed very loud, and the source of many a sleepless night for the others. "I was thinking more of Ram." "That was quite a day, wasn't it?" Jay sighed in marvel as he took in the breathtaking starlit sky. Amber nodded. 4 fish caught? Thank goodness for Selene's fishing skills. And let's see, 6 arguments. 1 potential nervous breakdown with Trudy, 1 near capsize due to Ram, 1 major mutiny. Amber counted on her fingers. At least Ram's quietened down. Must have been in the sun too long. Something's gotten to him. You mean me? I wouldn't pay any attention to what he said, Amber. All of this, it's not your fault. I just don't understand why he's so intent on trying to get back. It doesn't make any sense. Surely he knows we didn't have a choice. You know him better than anyone. Any ideas? Nothing. If he's got a hidden agenda, he's hardly the type to reveal it. The only thing anyone can ever know about Ram, Amber, is he's a person of extremes. A true enigma. As if I need any reminding, Amber replied bitterly. Ram had been a scourge to Amber, all of the tribe, in the past. The entire city. He had caused so many problems, heartache. Though he claimed innocence, not knowing what had happened to explain Bray's disappearance, Amber couldn't help but doubt him. She felt distrust. Thrown by circumstances into working together to try and defeat Mega's tyranny, Ram and Amber had never been friends or gotten close. They had been allies of convenience. And now there was no common enemy. Amber felt an unease that of all the people she would be stuck with, drifting on a boat in the middle of nowhere, one of them was Ram. A moment passed as Amber and Jay stood, the only noise the sound of the water lapping the boat as the two of them searched the stars. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" Amber breathlessly said, in wonder at the view. "Makes you think. Here we are, a tiny boat on a vast ocean, itself on a little planet. We're just a dot in the universe, aren't we? I mean, what's it all about?" "Who knows?" Jay responded. "I guess that's the mystery of life. What makes it interesting? We don't know." "Do you think there's something greater out there? Like God or something?" Amber assented. "My mom, she was religious, but I couldn't understand. If there is a God, then why was there so much pain and suffering in the world? How could that be? How could what happened to the adults be allowed to happen? There were certainly enough problems in the world when the adults were around. And now it's up to us, isn't it? How do you think we've done so far? Is the world a better place?" Jay asked. "Not for us. So far it isn't. But we've got to try, don't we?" Amber replied with complete conviction. "If we don't try to make it a better world, who will? How can we expect anyone else to? We've just got to do our best." "In the past, our ancestors would look for answers in the night sky," Jay suggested. "That what you're doing?" "I guess so. I've got enough questions. Such as, why are we on this boat? What's going to happen to us? Are we ever going to get out of this thing alive? What about my son? What future do we have? So far it's not as if any answers or solutions are jumping out at me." "You've been amazing, Amber. And you're doing great. If it wasn't for you trying to help everyone else, we might not even have got this far." Amber smiled bashfully, touched by Jay's words. "I don't know if we decided our own fate," Jay went on, "or if destiny is set out for us already, and what we will be, will be. But what I do know is, I love you, Amber. And whatever happens the rest of today, tomorrow, I couldn't be happier right now than being here with you. And there's no other place, and nobody else, where I'd rather be." Tears welled up in Amber's eyes. She certainly hadn't expected that tonight when she stepped out to gaze at the sky. She was so touched by Jay's words, the honesty of them, the magic of the moment. there under the night sky. Was there anyone else she would rather be with? Once, she thought, it would have been Bray. But after he disappeared, and presumably died, Amber was happy to have met and then fallen for Jay. She hadn't chosen Bray to vanish, and had he lived, she would have always been faithful to him. But there they were, her and Jay, under the heavens. Perhaps it was fate, after all, outside their control. Unsure what words to say, she leant forward, tenderly kissing Jay, wrapping her arms around him, hugging him tightly, the two of them together, but alone as the millions of stars shone glimmering above. Whatever their destiny, in her heart, Amber was glad Jay was a part of her life. However much time she had left to live, whatever the future had in store.